Still rockin' after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA. Online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, September 19th, 2025, and it is 6:20 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. I am in San Francisco. Did not do a show last week. I warned you that I wasn't going to do a show. If you're a regular friend of the show, you know I wasn't going to do a show. I told you I wasn't. I had Joel's celebration of life for his wife, Erin, who passed away, and rest her soul. That was it was a very touching event. The Butlers reunited and played acoustic. We played Wild Horses acoustic. We played, well, it's kind of semi-acoustic. You know, I played my precision bass, and we had a keyboard player, Michael Schall, keyboard, Michael Butler, number 2. We played Wild Horses from the Stones. We played Changes from Black Sabbath, and then we played, I guess that's why they call it the blues, from Elton John. And people seemed to like it. It was a very well-attended event, and I want to say a good time was had by all. I guess it was a good time considering the subject matter. I mean, it was nice to see everybody, and it was very touching how many people showed up to pay tribute to Joel's wife, Erin, who was a really fabulous human being, as is Joel. So that's why I didn't do a show last week, and I went out of town, and so I'm back. We went on a road trip to cleanse the soul, a soul cleansing road trip. So I am back now. I'm leaving again tomorrow. I have a Chad gig tomorrow up in Willits, California. So if you happen to be in Willits, we're playing, what is it, the Cowboy something, right? The Rhinestone Roundup or something. Rhinestone Cowboy Roundup, Cowboy Barbecue, something like that. Up in Willits, California. If you're there, up there near Santa Rosa or anywhere like that, I would love to see you, friend. Come say hi. The fact that I don't know the name of this gig is a sad testimony to Michael Butler's memory. But he's here doing a podcast. Tonight's show, I have a show. I was going to do a longer show, but I want to break it up into 2 because I can't do a show for very long in San Francisco because my daughter will yell at me for keeping the kids awake. Went out to dinner with Chiaki the other night, and I opened the door to bring her dog in, who likes to come down and sleep with me. And I opened the door and said, "Timmy," and I got yelled at for yelling. So if I get loud on the podcast, she'll come down and she'll chastise me, and I don't want to do that. But I'm leaving tomorrow morning to go drive up to Willits to play Chad gig. I was supposed to play tonight too. I was supposed to play this church thing with him. It was going to be me and him, but he called me up and said, "I'm getting a fiddle player instead," which, in a way, I was kind of bummed, but in another way, I was kind of glad because I didn't have to learn 10 new songs and do vocals. So tomorrow we're just playing one set. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. We're playing one set. It's a big concert, and it's going to be a good time. And then I head back up to the mountains, and I'm going to hunt for a few days, and I'm coming back to San Francisco. I'm flying out on Thursday. So I'm going to do my point is, I'm going to do a show tonight, then I'm going to do another show on Monday or Tuesday of next week. I got some audio comments and a bunch of other stuff I want to talk about. Tonight, I'm just going to do something for the sheriff. He asked me, actually, he didn't ask me, he demanded that I do a track-by-track of the new Glenn Hughes album, Chosen. And he posted on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, which I did not create, but I do approve people. You just got to answer a few questions made up by the sheriff, so we know you're not somebody going to come in, spew your hatred, and then get the FCC shutting me down. All right. So anyway, he demanded that I do this, and he posted on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group To please, he said, if you would like to be part of a track-by-track for Chosen review, post it here and Michael Butler can refer to your scores when he records the episode. So I'm recording the episode tonight. Thank you to everybody who donated. I'm not going to mention this tonight because I don't want to play anything in the background. I will thank you by all personally on the next episode, Monday or Tuesday. Okay, friends, thank you so much. Let's get right into this. But first, let me open up a beer. I'm drinking a Firestone Walker 805. I went to the brewery. We went down to San Luis Obispo and Moss Beach. Moss Beach? No, not Moss Beach. What's the fucking... Morro Bay. Am I getting senile? We went down to Morro Bay and San Luis Obispo, and on the way down, we stopped off at the Firestone Walker Brewery, and I bought a bunch of beer. And this is a 805 Cerveza. Let me take a sip. This is my fourth beer of the day. It might be the third. I don't remember. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit senile, friends. So I'm going to do a track by track of the new Glenn Hughes, and I'm going to read your reviews. I'm going to compare notes with everybody else. And I just kind of glanced at these reviews and everybody's scores. They're not great. So but we'll see. Maybe I will like it more than some of the friends of the show, okay? Their album's called Chosen. I have a press release from Freeman Promotions about this. Rock icon Glenn Hughes returns with new album Chosen, out now on Frontiers Music SRL. Order here. Celebrates. Pardon me, I'm burping. It was fine. Firestone 805 Cerveza. Rock legend and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee Glenn Hughes is pleased to release his new studio album Chosen, out now via Frontiers Music SRL. To celebrate, Glenn shares the focus track My Alibi along with an official visualizer available below. All right. Songwriting is deep. I think I read this when I did a review of the new album or of the new song, which was My Alibi. And I think I didn't think it was great, but for you, Sheriff, I'm going to go in with an open mind. Okay, let me see if they sent me a different, this is out now. New music from Frontiers, August 20. No? Okay, returns with new album shows, out now, okay. From the start of my career, all the way through to the present moment, I've always had a strong desire to write groove-oriented songs for who I am. And I firmly believe that grooves are extremely relevant in all genres of music. This year will also see Glenn Hughes busy touring across Europe and South America with the Chosen Years Tour. All right. Commenting on the new album, Glenn stated, songwriting is deeply personal to me, and I generally write and record when I have something to say, and it's been 9 years since I recorded my last studio album, Resonant. 9 years? Didn't I review? Oh, no, that was the one he did with Bonamassa. When writing Chosen, I went back to my life drawing board, writing about the human condition, love, hope, faith, and acceptance. I write about how I feel on the inside and out, and not externally. Okay, I write how I feel on the inside and not externally. My life is lived from within, in the present moment. It's an album of soul food, and I've never been so grateful. Right here on planet Earth, music is a healer. Vocalist, bassist, and songwriter Glenn Hughes is a true original. No other rock musician has so distinctively blended the finest elements of hard rock, soul, and funk. His astonishing voice is his calling card. He's known as a singer's singer. After a 9-year hiatus as a solo artist, Glenn Hughes returns with Chosen, a brand new solo album that finds him at his most hard-rocking, explosive, and dynamic. Chosen showcases Hughes at his absolute best, both in songwriting and production. A truly captivating album. There you go, friends. There's 10 songs on the album. As you know, the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system. If I like a song, I give it a +1. If it's okay, I give it a half. And if I don't like it, I give it a 0. Okay? So, first song. I couldn't find the credits on the Wikipedia, so we're going to do it. I'm assuming they're all written by Glenn Hughes, and I'm assuming maybe he produced it as well. Does it say? lineup: Glenn Hughes on vocals, Soren Anderson on guitar, Ash Sheenan on drums, and Bob Fredzema on keys. All right. First song, Voice in My Head. A little bit of a distorted bass tone. Kind of a generic riff. Can't stay. So far, not grabbing me. In my mind, they slip away. Kind of pop I was late. Yeah. Like a child left on there. He's writing from within. It's the voice in my head. Oh, the voice in my head. The voice in my head. That riff is not too bad. It's a little bit generic. I'm not hearing a hook, that's for damn sure. Bruce McMillan, he gives it a half. Typical Glenn. All right. Mike Cranston, Richard Fusey, and Michael Butler. I hope this isn't too late. Glenn is one of the greatest singers of all time, period, full stop. That having been said, his solo albums are only as good as the guitarist he's working with. He's working with Soren Anderson again this time around. His last solo album, Resonate, was also done with Soren. It didn't resonate with me at all. It's 2 a.m. I've just smoked some Granddaddy Purple, and I'm going to score this before heading off to bed. Let's see the second time, if the second time with Soren is a charm. He gives this one standard Glenn single note riff. The keyboard breakdown is almost enough to elevate my score, but I'm giving it a half. Tim Schall. For me, it's typical Glenn Hughes record. In fact, he's made a pretty damn good career during the last 20 years, releasing what sounds like the same album over and over again. There's a few exceptions like California Breed. Not to say there aren't good songs or good playing and singing on this, but it's the same problems. The songs are just okay. He screams too much for me, and I'm not a fan of the constant use of down tuning. And he gives his score a 5 out of 10 out of the entire album. Half point for each song, because it's Glenn Hughes and he's a fucking legend. I hope he keeps releasing albums, though. Every once in a while, there's some good stuff in there. Mike Cranston replies, we're not too far off in our... Okay. He has said in recent interviews that this will be his last rock record unless he feels rejuvenated by touring it. In other words, he's threatening the audience. They better show up. I'm giving it a half as well. Jim S., the rock and roll toothbrusher. Glenn is a great singer and bass player. I don't tend to gravitate to his stuff because he's a generic songwriter. And his work sounds the same. I don't... Okay. No, okay, not now. Okay, somebody else is trying to play my Apple Music. How dare they? So here, okay, I don't recall liking or disliking any of his last couple records, so there's that. Anyway, I give Voice in My Head a 1. Good intro, solid opener. I like the guitar work. The time changes and bluesy starts are good. right. Jim S. gives it a +1. Richard Fusey, the sheriff. Strong vocals, nice groove. No way he's 74. I'm giving this one a +1. All right. I'm giving it a half. All right, next song. My Alibi. Let me take a sip of this fine 805 Cerveza. All right. My Alibi, written by Glenn Hughes. Another drop tuning. I'm not sure if I like that bass tone. I think he uses orange heads. Could be wrong on that. I think he does. I think he's endorsed by Orange. Are you using some kind of wah-wah pedal too?
Cast down on the sea too long. Come to dawn this thread.
Sorry. I don't get. I know he's a great singer. Everybody says he's a great singer. But man, these songs are fucking generic.
By you, won't you be my friend? Watch them feast till the morning comes.
Richard Fusey. Sheriff gives us a half. I can't tell one Glenn Hughes song from the next. They're the most unmemorable music. You know it's him when you hear it because he's got a great voice and he's a great bass player. But man, this guy can't write a damn song. Jim S. the Rock and Roll Toothbrusher, half mid-tempo blues burner, good bass, too long. The song is 5 minutes long. Tim Schall gives it a half. Mike Cranston. Great vocal from Glenn on this more atmospheric and funkier take on the standard single note Glenn riff. I love you, Mike Cranston. I like the guitar solo, but there really isn't much of a chorus to speak of, and I had this give this one another half. Bruce McMillan. Half, same as one, just doesn't excite me. What the hell's going on? Somebody's trying to play my iTunes. Who can it be? Uh-oh, it keeps happening. Oh boy, this is going to be a real good episode. Do girls go to his shows? I cannot believe one girl will go to his show. Wait a second. I did like that slide down. Let's hear that. Let's back that up a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's hear that.
I watched them fall.
I like that. I like that. For that alone, I'll give it a half. Let's hear the solo. A good solo. That guy's a ripping guitar player. Yeah, yeah. one riff over and over again. One riff over and over again. Mike Ness has done that from Social Distortion. Most of his songs are one riff over and over again. The only difference is he's got catchy choruses and they're sing-along songs. All right, next song, Chosen. Chosen. This is the title track of my new album, Chosen. Somewhat of a catchy lick.
I walk along no distance.
And then it turns to shit.
Another life is calling me.
Writing from within. Because he doesn't write from externally.
And I realize what's meant to be. By the water's edge, they move so ghostly. We live and die, won't you be my sage? Now I'm on the ledge and I read so slowly. Look to the sky and we come of age. When the daylight comes, I just wanna be chosen.
Oh boy, there's a little bit of a flame war going on these comments here on this scoring of the album. Richard Fusey, Jim S. I agree with you on all counts about this, and I hope Michael doesn't look at these comments until he is confirmed that he listened to the whole album. I expect to rip it to shreds track by track. Then Mike Cranston gives Jim, because Jim S. talks about there's no doubt that Glenn still has it at 74. His bass playing and singing is great. The songwriting and production kills this record for me, though. All the songs sound like generic Deep Purple Black Country Communion songs. Playing is good, the singing is good, the songs are just okay. I agree with you so far, Jim S. Somebody keeps trying to play my Apple iTunes. I don't know who it is, but yeah. Mike Cranston says, Jim S., I'm beginning to think you don't really like music with all these 50 to 55% you've been handing out. Either that or the rock and roll toothbrusher has a cavity. All right. A little ball busting going on. I like that. And Jim S. chimes back to Jim Schwab. Or to Mike Cranston, excuse me. I don't like mediocre music, and 50% of it is still half decent. All right, that sounds like a Yogi Berra quote. Richard Fusey. Mike Cranston. Wow, Mike, someone pushed your buttons. Mike Cranston, Richard Fusey, I was just joking around because Jim gave out a lot of 50 to 55% during you and Michael Street's Dog Days reviews. Oh yeah, Michael Street and Jim and Richard Fusey did a great Dog Days thing. They did a bunch of track by tracks every day of August. That was great. I read them all, and that was very entertaining. They even did Rockin' a Hard Place from Aerosmith, and boy were they wrong about that. Mike Cranston, Jim S., I get it. I always enjoy your reviews. I'm usually on the high side in more ways than one when I score albums. I mean, I give the Skid Row album a 75%, so what the hell do I know? All right, they go back and forth in this. Lots of ball busting. I enjoy reading the ball busting. Richard Fusey gives Chosen another unbelievable vocal performance, a +1. Unbelievable. Mike Cranston, now we're talking. I like to spare arpeggiated guitar in the verses into the first really rocking chorus on the album. All right, in fairness to him, I talked over the whole thing, so let's listen to the rest of it. right, you guys talked me into it. I'll give it a +1. What the fuck? Do I look like a total asshole here? All right, +1. All right, they talked me into it. Now we're talking. I like to spare. The less is more lead is really cool too. The whole song, including Glenn vocals, is more restrained than usual. It's a +1 for me, says Mike Cranston. All right, you guys talked me into it. Next song, Heel. I like that lick there. Boy, that bass is high in the mix. I see. Oh boy. I do like that riff. Let's hear the chorus. I'm gonna give my score before I read anybody else's. I'm thinking, listen, the guy's got a great voice, but there's something about it to me, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's not my style of singing. Wow. Weak half. I'm giving it a weak half. Then I'll read everybody else raving on this song. Watch. Alright, let's read. Okay, who we got here? Mike Cranston. I like everything about this one. See? Granddaddy Purple will do that to you. When the guitar is stoned. When the guitar kicks in after the breakdown to begin the first solo section, this one took off and went from a +1 to a big +1. Right, let's hear. When it gets to that part, I will turn it up. Big +1, huh? Richard Fusey. Another great vocal performance. He seems to have the ability to sing like this in his sleep. +1. Told you. Jim S. Half. No, oh wait. 1. +1. Good riff. The breakdown is so very deep purple as in the guitar tone on the solo. Very derivative. Alright, it gives it a plus. Everybody's giving this one a +1 except for Bruce McMillan gives it a half. I swear I've heard most of these riffs on his previous albums. Let's listen to the breakdown in this deep purple solo. Again, I gave it a weak half. Here's the breakdown. All right, I like that. I'll change it from a weak half to a regular half. All right, kill it. Next song, In the Golden. in the golden. Another generic riff. Butler, if you think so, this about Glenn Hughes, you give the same reviews for every album, why are you doing a track by track? Because the sheriff asked me to do it, friends, and I listen to the Friends of the Rock and Roll Geek Show. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you, friends. Taking one for the team. Oh, this one sucks. So far, I'm in week half again. I'll let you guys change my mind. Bruce McMillan. 0, down tuning, Michael's favorite. These songs just aren't doing it for me. I can't see myself going back and listening to any of them. There you go. Jim S. 0, I'm not super impressed. Generic riff and he sings it fine. The lyrics aren't particularly catchy either. 2 zeros so far. Yeah, that riff is kind of lame. Here's the big catchy chorus. Even the sheriff gives it a half. Mike Cranston. I'm getting into the flow of the album now because this is a song that Glenn has written 100 times. But if it had me from the beginning, I really like the color that guitarist Soren Anderson. But it had me from the beginning. I really like the color that Soren Anderson is adding to the proceedings. Not your standard shredding, another +1 for me. All right, we got a bunch of zeros, a half, and a +1. I'm giving it a. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta agree with the zeros. I'm sorry, friends. You talked me into it. Right. The Lost Parade, next song. I like that guitar tone. I'm not crazy about the down tuning. I like the riff. Oh, God. Oh, God, his vocals. This music is just fucking boring, man. You know, the music is not... I take that back. The music's not boring. The songs are boring. There is a difference. There's some decent riffs, good guitar tones, good musicianships. But these songs are just generic. Can this guy ride a hook? I don't think so. The riff saves it a half for me. Mike Cranston. I love the heaviness of this one. Man, Glenn can still sing his ass off. Soren's melodic solo is great. What can I say? I'm a big Glenn fan. One man's generic is another +1 for me. There you go, Michael Cranston. That's what makes rock and roll, as Eddie Trunk says. Tim Schall, half. Richard Fusey, a +1. Jim S. Good intro riff. Pretty generic sounding, though. It sounds like a lot of other songs. I give it a 0. 2 zeros in a row. Bruce McMillan. Half drop D, baby. Sometimes I like a little heaviness, but seems like all his songs on this one have the same formula. I agree with you, Bruce. I'll give it a half. All right. I apologize, friends. I'm doing this for the sheriff. I'm taking one for the team. I'm not a Glenn Hughes fan. Oh, Hot Damn Thing is the next song. Hot Damn Thing. With that bump off, I'd love take me downtown. Let's write something like Tush to slow it down a bit. No, these vocals are the same every damn song. Dude, you're singing the same song every time. Put some effort into it, man. This is what we call riff rock. Look about the wayside. And you know the engineer's going, man, Glenn, you nailed it. You nailed it, brother. Going, I did, didn't I? I write from within, man. How about writing from... Let's try to make a catchy song. Sound. Oh, man. Bruce McMillan. There's nothing terribly wrong with these songs. They just don't grab me. I don't see myself going back to listen to any of them, and I'm a big Glenn Hughes fan. I give it a half. Jim S. Half. Another good intro, another generic sounding song. Glenn's voice is good. His lyrics just aren't catchy. His lyrics aren't catchy. The melodies aren't. I bet you the sheriff gives it a +1. Nope, gives it a half. Hot Damn Thing, half. Mike Cranston. My favorite song of the album from start to finish. Big +1. There you go, Mike. I love it, friend. Clown. Another half for me. And believe me, I'm being generous when I give a half on these. I guess that has the most hook of a chorus. I mean, at least it's got a chorus people can go, hot damn thing. I'm giving it a half. All right, next song, Black Cat Moan. take it from Mike Cranston. Why do I have a feeling he's going to give it a good one? He's stoned, though. This album totally has its hooks in me now. The voice of rock doing his funky generic thing. Another +1. Sue me! Oh, Richard Fusey. Come and Go. Well, what song is this again? Black Cat Moan. Half. All right, Jim S., the rock and roll toothbrusher. Great riff on the intro. The bass is badass. Again, it's generic sounding. Good solo at the end. I give it a half. Bruce McMillan. There's nothing terribly wrong with these songs. Wait a minute. Oh, didn't do much for me. He said about Hot Damn Thing. I read about Hot Damn Thing. I said what he said about Black Cat Moan. There's nothing terribly wrong with these songs. They just don't grab me. I don't see myself going back to listen to any of them, and I'm a big Glenn Hughes fan. Okay, half for me. All right. I'm sorry, Glenn Hughes. I guess I won't be getting it on the guest list. All right, half. Come and Go. Come and Go. Under the willow tree, lost in the melody.
Floating the harmony somewhere eternally. Tales of the past and the gray. I hear a symphony beside the tapestry. Beyond the sun on the way. Dreaming your memory, things that were meant to be. Slowly you let it unfold. I can see you on the coastline as we travel through this lifetime.
This sounds like Soundgarden.
Sail on the hidden sea, soul in the gallery. Call me and I will defend.
This might be the best song of the album, I'm sad to say.
Then you will be free.
I'm going to let you guys score this one for me. +1. I give it a +1. This is from Bruce McMillan. I give it a +1 just because it's a change of pace and it's not a bad song. I thought the introspective songs were supposed to be close out an album. I was thinking the same thing, Bruce. Jim S. +1. Wait a minute. Yes, +1. I like the melodic intro. I know the transition is coming too. And it doesn't go into a barn burner. I like his voice on this. I still don't care if I hear it again. It's not catchy. Soft +1. Sounds like a Soundgarden song to me. Richard Fusey. Something different with a one track to go. +1. Mike Cranston. This one probably would have been better as the closer. Not bad, but definitely spoiled the buzz I had going. Half. Wow, okay, Mike Cranston. I'll give it a strong half. I said it's the best song on the album, but I gave one a +1. I said I was going to let you guys score it for me. All right, I'll give it a... let's see, I'm going to tally these up here. He gave it a half. Richard Fusey gave it a +1. Jim S. Saw +1. Bruce McMillan +1. All right, I'll give it a +1. You guys talk me into it. All right, let's hear the solo. +1. Ugh, brutal. I gave that one a +1. All right, last song, Into the Fade. I like this song. I like this riff. And then his vocals come in and kill it. You lay up. Maybe it'll get into a good chorus.
In a dream, escalate the drama. So reap and you will be found. You believe when you see there's no mistake. Little queen try and kill the karma. Let it crumble without a sound. You receive and you wait for the sky to break.
Man, he could have came up with a better chorus than this. The music's not bad. I got to go with a strong half. Jim S. The intro riff is great and Glenn sounds good. Guitar tone is good, if a bit generic, as is the riff. The lyrics are mundane and not catchy. Again, another half. Bruce McMillan. Half. Again, not bad, but would I come back to it? Probably not. I'll tally up everybody's scores in a second here. Richard Fusey. Half. Tim Schall. Half. Mike Cranston. Yep, Come and Go should have been the closer because it's not brought the mood down going into this one. Not bad, but it's plain old generic. I'm not feeling it anymore. My buzz is down, brother. Half. All right, I'm giving it a half too. I'm tallying up mine now. 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 5. 5.5. Let me recount that. Half, 1.5, 2, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 out of 10. That's my score. 5.5 out of 10. Mike Cranston, 8 out of 10. Outside of BCC and California Breed, this is the best thing that Glenn has done in years. Tim Schall, 5 out of 10. Richard Fusey, 7.5 out of 10. Michael Street didn't even bother to review it, but he chimed in. Jim Swab, same as me, 5.5 out of 10. And finally, Bruce McMillan, 4.5 out of 10. Ouch, not what I wanted or expected. There you go, friends. The Rock and Roll Geek scoring system, once again, proves itself to be right. All right, you agree with me and everybody else, friends? Send me an email. Let me stop for a second. Send me an email. Let me back it up so I can talk up the post and end this song about when the show sit in. Okay, let me just dig it there. Do you agree with all of us? Send email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com with the subject line. Why did you guys bother to review this album if you knew it was going to suck? Put that in the subject line if you agree with us. All right. If you disagree, put this in the subject line. Why did you guys bother to review this album if you knew it was going to suck? Put that in the subject line if you agree with me. All right, I'm cracking myself up. Thank you for listening, friends. I will thank everybody for donating personally on the next episode, Monday or Tuesday, or maybe even Sunday. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find this show. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Find me on the Facebook, RNRGeek. Find me on the Twitter, RNRGeek. Find me on the Instagram, rockandrollgeek. Don't ask. Rest in peace, the great Todd Cochran from Greek News Central in Blueberry. You'll be missed, friend. I loved you. I thanked him in the Podcast Hall of Fame. Please keep the donations coming, because without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. And go to the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, where it's the best rock talk and the greatest comments and album reviews ever. Thank you for listening, friends. I will talk to you in a couple of days. If you're up in the Santa Rosa area, come see me tomorrow with Chad. I'd appreciate it, friends.
So I thought it was best to go back to the start and go back to where it came from, all the way home. And then wait, something came over me, and I couldn't explain myself. So here we are. I hope to see you again sometime as we travel this road. Path is the destiny. Wherever you are, wherever you may be.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.